Hi, this is Damien, and we're back again with Ask Damien. But before we answer any questions, let's take a look at the spiritual energy report. In this energy report, I'm going to repeat a few things I've said before, mainly that we're in the middle of a big energy wave. Yes, lots of energy in the planet, which is actually very supportive. It's particularly supportive now of living our true purpose. So to live my true purpose, I actually have to have a sense of my true purpose. This means going into your middle, maybe going into a quiet place, maybe even closing your eyes and getting a feel for what feels good to you. Imagine living your purpose. Imagine it inside of you. To do this, you'll need to find a quiet place, maybe close your eyes. Sort of envision in your mind's eye. Get a feeling for what it would feel like, sort of a joyous feeling maybe, or also a calm feeling. Yes, this is the time to look within, but also begin to express without, in other words, outside of yourself, your true purpose. So the energy is quite good for this right now. You'll notice that the energy is no longer so turbulent as it was, let's say, May, June, July, even August. That sort of energetic tsunami that sort of crashed onto the shores sometime around the end of August has resulted in a calm, a softer phase, energy phase, which will continue on probably through the end of the year. That's what it looks like to me. Many of my clients have been asking me, how do I get in touch with my true purpose? Well, as I said, you need to probably go into a calm place, maybe once a day. I'm not really talking about a long meditation, but certainly a quiet looking within. And then begin to take steps to create your life newly. What I mean by that is you don't have to turn your life upside down, at least most of you probably don't. But it is important to begin to have a feeling for what do I want to let go of? And now what do I want to create or bring into my life that is in alignment with my true purpose? So, time for our question. This question comes from an old friend and client of mine in the San Francisco Bay Area in California. Her question is, how can I heal? How can I get better? And by the way, she's talking about a physical ailment. Without going into detail, I can simply read her energy. It's time for her to turn over a new leaf. Use this rebirth energy, this foundation energy that we have on the planet right now to empower you. I'm going to call you San Francisco, to empower you, San Francisco, in healing yourself. By the way, you don't have to heal everything. We're human beings. We have sicknesses, we have ailments, we have things that we don't like about our bodies or that we're uncomfortable with. You don't have to heal everything right now, today. We're not going to do a faith healing here in front of the camera. However, what I read is it's time for you to let go of a lot of old patterns and develop new ones. When I say develop new patterns, I don't necessarily mean new psychological patterns, but new daily activities or a new daily rhythm that's healthy for you, that's peaceful for you, that's slightly lower stress for you. However, it will involve change. Let the energy that's flowing on the planet support you in this. On the other hand, you will need to take one step after the other, pretty much like everybody else, right? So what does that mean, take one step after the other? Take a step, if it feels good, take the next step. If that feels good, take the next step. Maybe that didn't feel so good, so you reorient a little bit, maybe meditate for a minute or two. Doesn't have to be for an hour. Get a good feeling, and then move forward. If you find yourself getting distracted by all the old patterns, all the minuscule minutiae of our daily lives, try writing down 3 to 5 things you want to accomplish today and make sure you do those by the early afternoon. So by 3 o'clock, you want to have all those things done on your list. This is exactly what I read for you, San Francisco. So I hope you're watching. And for the rest of us, take heed. Get some things done. You'll feel good about it. And then tomorrow's a new day, and you can get some more things done. Sounds simple? It takes practice. And like I always say, practice makes perfect. So today's energy tip for life has a lot to do with being with other people. But before we get into that, I want to tell you a little story. When I was growing up in California, a lot of people were putting bumper stickers on their cars. Now, a bumper sticker is a sticker that goes on the back bumper of the car. A lot of you will remember this because all over the world, this was sort of getting popular. Maybe not all over the world, but a lot of the parts of the world. In any case, these stickers had political messages, or they were just something funny, or maybe there was even something a little bit moral in it, in the message. One of my favorites was the question, have you hugged your child today? And of course, there were other versions. Have you hugged your kid today? Have you hugged your pet today? Have you hugged your cat today? All kinds of variations. But my favorite was, have you hugged your child today? So what is that about hugging? Well, many of my friends and clients and even colleagues assume that I'm a great hugger. And some of them have actually experienced me giving them a hug and would probably say, hey, Damien, he's a great hugger, or it's great to hug Damien. Well, it wasn't always that way. As we say all over the Western world, practice makes perfect. Probably we say that in the Eastern world as well. In any case, practice makes perfect means practicing hugging, in my case. And I discovered that lots of people liked hugging. People seemed to get a lot out of it. I would hug them and they would come away feeling better. I could sense it in their aura. I could read it in their energy. My invitation to you is practice hugging others. Now there's a couple of specifics about how to hug. Obviously we're going to put our arms around the person, and depending on our relationship with them, we'll be hugging them in different ways and for different lengths of time. But the most important aspect of giving someone a hug is being present. Well, what does that mean, being present? That means giving them a hug, being very conscious, being very specific that you're giving them a hug. So what does a hug give? Well, a hug can mean a lot of different things. It can mean reassurance. It can, of course, mean love, warmth. It can also mean charity. It can also cheer others up or comfort others. In any case, hugs are worth practicing. So get used to giving hugs and receiving hugs. You may not know it, but you may be making that person's day by giving them a hug. And you may even be making your own day by giving that hug. So the tip is give hugs lots and really mean it when you hug somebody. And if you don't think you can mean it, well, hug them anyway. Remember, practice makes perfect.